Story time. Imagine this. You get a FaceTime from your sister. So you go to your sunroom, and you realize when you're looking at your phone, you see yourself, you're like, oh, this is the perfect light on you, you know? And you think, wow, that's awesome. And then your sister tells you that she just had the appointment with your mom, and the results for the tests are in, and your mom's cancer is back, and this time there's nothing they can do, and she's got about 2 months to live. The sun doesn't matter at that point. Then you make plans. You start thinking, okay, when can I go? Then you realize that you just got possession of your new house. You're moving in a week. And, you know, you're packing up right now. So, okay, look, we'll go after. But then you realize that there's a pandemic going on. So you look it up, and on the tail end of your trip, when you get there, you have to quarantine for 14 days. So then you go, okay, well, that's a week. That's 3 weeks. Well, okay, she's got 2 months. I think they even said 2 to 3 months. You know, like they even say that. So you go, and you go, okay, we're going to do that. So for the first couple of days, your mom doesn't really want to talk to you on the phone because it's too hard. She's finding it too hard. It's very, very expected and completely understandable. So you decide, okay, we'll just wait. But then after a couple of days, you know, her decline is so fast that she can't have a conversation anymore. So having that last conversation over the phone even is not possible. So then you start thinking, like, am I ever going to be able to even tell her how much she meant to you? This is your mother. She raised you. So you occupy your time, and you do all these things. You surf the net like crazy. I call this the net. Anyway. And you buy things for your new house. You pack. You take the brunt of the packing even, of moving up and down the stairs, because you're really trying to occupy your mind by occupying your body, you know. And then 5 days later, after getting the news, you get a message from your sister saying that she got a call at 6 a.m. from the doctors, or the nurses, better yet, saying that she should come to the hospital because your mom doesn't really have much longer to go, I think. So you had decided previously that you're gonna FaceTime, you know, more. So you basically, you make coffee, you sit down in your favorite chair, you take big deep breaths, and then you push that button, the FaceTime button, call. You spend 2 hours with your sister and your mom as your mom slowly passes away, you know. And then about 2 hours in, you basically are finding it so hard and you need the bathroom and whatnot, and you go, okay, look, I'll be back in 20 minutes. I'm just gonna go off, make coffee, I'll be back. So you go to the bathroom, and before you're able to make coffee, you get a message saying that she passed away. You couldn't wait 5 minutes, you know? You couldn't, no. You don't blame yourself for anything, but still, 5 minutes, you could have waited. You didn't know. You just didn't know. No funeral. at first, and you just aren't able to go to the funeral because there's a pandemic and you can't really fly, and so you end up not going to a funeral. Can you imagine that? I can. It's obviously my story. And now I'm sitting here feeling like I have yet to get closure. Closure hasn't happened. And I'm not too sure how it will. And I'm basically waiting to possibly go fly home, and hopefully that will, I don't know. But I definitely feel like I haven't gotten closure yet. Look, I'm not telling this story for people to be pitying me. That's not it. I'm actually telling this story just to let everybody that's watching this right now, look, I'm here to let you know. Call your family, call your friends, do the things that you've been wanting to do, because thinking about like, oh, I'll call them later, that's just not a thing sometimes. Sometimes things happen really fast, and you have no control over that. I heard somewhere that, I don't remember where, but to put into perspective how much time you actually have, if you live away from your family or your friends or any significant other or loved one, let's say you've got 20 years till they pass away. 20 years, it's a lot of time. But if it's your parents and you live far enough that you can only go once a year because it's a flight and it costs enough. And if you have a partner that has family that lives far as well, so like you kind of take turns. One year you go see that family, the other year you go see your family. So that means 10 times. That 20 years, it's cut down. So 10 times you'll see your family in 20 years. That's a week and a half. That's not a lot. 20 years is a long span of time. 10 visits is not. So things can happen really fast. Do the thing. Call the people. Tell them how much they matter to you. Because if you don't, you might end up like me in some weird closure limbo. It's not a great place to be. Hey, so I was just looking at the footage that what I just recorded, and I realized that I do a lot of grim videos, and I swear I'm gonna do some happier videos. It's been a bit grim here and there, and just letting you know, I'm a very positive person by default. So this is not destroying me. There's a lot of feelings happening, right? So hopefully I can muster another video of like a celebration of life for my mom. It might take me a while to get there, but I'd like to do that at one point. Anyway, so take care, everybody. See ya.